Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day, and thank you for taking the time. Hello, Good Game here. Pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video. Playing mono green in standard best of one with the Spooder tree. We'll break down the deck list, discuss strategies and synergies, demonstrate all of this within our Mythic ranked gameplay footage against the best, and of course wrap up with our concluding thoughts and deck review. If you want to help out, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. You know the drill. But most importantly, kick back, relax. Let's take a look at the deck, yeah? So, standard best of one, 60 cards with a 2.1 average mana value, so really quick. Supported by only 20 land. This is mitigated, through our mana generation, in which we will be focusing on within the Twitching Doll, as well as Kami of the Whispered Hopes, and of course Marvin, which can mimic the two, which is quite nice, right? So we're able to generate a lot of mana to utilize, and that's going to allow us to, kind of trim that land total, right? So aside from that, we want to accumulate +1 counters on our creatures within this build, and that is because the Twitching Doll is really what we're building around here. For 2 mana, it can tap to add mana of any color, which is great. You get a nest counter as well. And then you can tap it to sacrifice it if you want, creating X 2/2 spiders with reach, equal to the number of counters on the doll. Not only the nest counters, but the +1 counters, and really any other counters you'll happen to have as well, which is pretty cool, right? And then we're going to utilize, alongside that, Tribute to the World Tree for 3 as an enchantment. And whenever a creature you control enters, draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. So these 2/2 spiders with a single tree would now be 4 spiders, which is pretty decent. 3 stacks. You can have multiple copies of this. So, 4 spiders with a draw if you have 2. We're going to build off of this foundation, right? So something like the Ozolith is good for us whenever one or more +1/+1 counters will be put on an artifact or creature you control. Put that many +1/+1s on it instead. So an additional +1 each time, right? So this is really good for the tree. We get 3 +1 counters here then. With the Innkeeper talent, as we level it up to 4, if you would put a counter on something, so this is going to affect not only the +1 counters, but the nest counter as well. We're going to double that, which is great. And then Bill has an ability for 5 that allows us to double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature that we control. The landfall trigger also lets us put a counter somewhere. The Innkeeper allows us to put a counter somewhere as well whenever we begin combat. And the Ozolith can put a counter somewhere for 2 mana and a tap. So they all allow us to accumulate additional counters, as well as, just providing their own, which is pretty decent, right? Marvin, like we talked about, is basically just a Twitching Doll by extension. However, it could also maybe be something like our Kami of Whispered Hopes. A 3 mana 1/1. If one or more +1/+1 counters will be put on a permanent you control, put that many +1 on instead, which is pretty decent, right? So that fits the build here, and we can tap it to add mana where X is equal to its power of any color, which is quite great because we'll be applying +1 counters here with something like the World Tree, right? And on the back end, we have the Tumblewag, a 2/2 for 3. At the beginning of combat, it's going to put a +1 counter on something as well. And if you saddle it, tapping a creature with 2 power, you can also, when it attacks, double the number of +1 counters on a creature, which is crazy if you're doing it on the Twitching Doll and Marvin to make a bunch of spiders. But we could also maybe put it just on like a trample creature if we're looking for just consistent damage output as an option for us. And then, some filler within the deck, right? A lot of it is very tight-knit within that synergy of +1 counters. But we'll also utilize the Top Hatch Recruit on the front end as a 2/1 with trample. And if a creature becomes a target of a spell or an ability an opponent controls, We're going to put a +1/+1 counter on a creature other than that, one that was targeted, which is pretty decent, right? So we can stack this up, and, you know, that's helping us out. Not quite in the same fashion, but it's there, right? And then the Simulacrum, you know, just kind of filling in the gap here for us. 3 mana, 2/1. When it enters, put 2 +1/+1 counters on creature we control, and we can recast it from the grave for 4. Which is pretty decent, right? So we don't mind that. Some removal within the deck, hard-hitting question, 1 mana sorcery speed, a fight effect, sorry, damage equal to effect. That's a little bit different than a fight effect, right? And then 3 5R stands. This can help protect us with indestructible and hexproof, as well as provide maybe lethal with the +X and all of our mana generation that we can get from the Kami, right? That's the deck. It's really straightforward, really easy to play, and actually a lot of fun. My main goal while playing it is to get the Twitching Doll out with the World Tree, accumulate +1 counters, make the spiders with the tree in play, and then attack for lethal, right? Sometimes, you know, you get lucky and you'll draw like 20 cards. Alongside that, you know, we've been experimenting with a secondary color within the deck. Definitely not Sheoldred, but more on that in future videos, right? So Decklist in the description below. If you're interested, just give it an import into the game there, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you all so much, and let's see if we can win some games. On the draw, keeping 7. Bill on 2, Kami 3. Removal. Forcing the removal right away probably is not the worst choice. Right, it takes up their whole turn. I'm gonna pay life for that. You go into exile. And here's our tree. Kami, Ivar. To follow up with. And can we outvalue them? No. It's a little aggressive. Isn't the play we wanted it to be. It's far better with the tree. We can check though, and I think that's worthwhile. A little messy. With 5 available mana. Could have been 6, actually. But then we would have that around. Push it to a 5/5, and then we have all the mana we'll need. Good game. Well, I mean, I guess. Going first, looking for our 3rd land. Marvin is at the ready, but not necessary. I would rather, you know, honestly, Ozolith and Tree, even Talent and Tree. Let's lose the Ozolith. Keep the Talent. We really need to keep the Tree if they're a discard deck. We're going to toss the stand, toss whatever we draw. Keep the Tree, keep Marvin, and then draw. Hopefully another creature. And another creature, and another creature, another creature. Oh my God. Third land off the top. Big money, no ends. Yes! And then do not make me discard my creature. And if you do, I'm going to top deck another one, right? So funny. They don't get it? Did they not exile a card? Does it all. Ward. Push it to 5. Marvin is ready still. Liana.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things. Off you go.
All right. Five and 6. A second Liliana. Hey, my bill. Oh, that's what they took? I didn't even notice.
I'm tired of
The
your
discard's
secrets.
great. Good job. Ooh, the Bat God. Alright, level up here. Lily will just -2 on us. Bill blocks it, then Lily -2. They remove it. We're still top decking. Which isn't terrible as long as the draw engine remains in play. Do they lose Lily though? Yeah, of course they do. Or else they like we attack it.
I'll take my zombie. Sacrifices must be made.
Cycle it. Play it. Something they can't remove that generates long-term value. Good to have. Cycling it, not terrible, but what if we draw a 3-drop that we can't play and then they force the discard on it? Oh, the Bat God is good. Up. 15-15. What's up? What's up? Another Liliana. I don't doubt it. Okay, discard on an empty hand. I don't know if they are willing to attack. Let's be honest. Trying to, desperately searching for removal. The Bat can block, which is great, and then it can also come back. Great. Okay. That's a big boy. How we beat a mono black discard deck, I'll never know. Well, the draw really helped, I think. Keeping 7 Hand looks phenomenal. Recruit on 1. For 2. Switching dolls out. Only Annex. And a tree into the recruit for a fighter counter. Hit for 2. The recruit's a 4/3. Should take removal priority. Don't think they have a hit on 4, so that's good. I don't know if we survive if we don't just push it. This would only take it to 3. Wouldn't be terrible, but maybe we just want to wait a little longer. 1 turn's not going to kill us, I don't think. I hope not. Kill in. Four mana up. I want to play Marvin. Double spider, but I don't know if we're going to get it. Ooh, that's just a lot of damage. They do not want to attack that. Good damage. Push it up. The simulacrum we want to be our last. Right, play that next turn. Oh, we should have done this first though, because it doubles the +1 counters. My bad, my bad. And we could have put that on an attacker. I'm being sloppy. I'm being super sloppy here. I like it a little sloppy though, if I'm being honest. Let's tighten up those misplays. Right, we could have attacked and put on combat pressure there. Okay, flip it into the... Maybe they get it? I think they will. We don't have reach. No, the spiders have reach. And that removal's gas, gas, gas. Oh my god, I'm going to London. Pushing my luck here big time. Like, we should be attacking, but I'm being a fun guy. Oh, we should have fought first. Oh, we were supposed to do this one first. I messed another sloppy misplay. I'm really just showing off the deck at this point. Not well. Not well. We need to sacrifice the Mimic first. Will they get another one? That's actually and another Annex? That actually wins the game. We made a ton of misplays. They're not attacking. Did they miss lethal because they don't attack? Can I hit for 30? I feel like we still get it. You know, with this deck, you can misplay all you want and still win. Even you can be a good player. Speak for yourself, HGG. So that would go on the stack and then kill us. And they could have attacked last turn, right? Like they misplayed a little bit too here, right? Let's just break it down for everybody. They could have attacked, forced me to block, and that would have triggered 2 damage here, and then they would have gotten it. I could have also attacked preemptively before making the spiders. I just wanted to make the spiders, though. Probably a mulligan with this hand. There we go. Literally just looking for the twitching doll. That's our whole thing here, right? So. I'll toss the Simulacrum for now. I think probably the Tumblewag's a little bit better. Bottom line, because it compounds turn after turn. I'm going to play Marvin first, and that protects our Twitching Doll. Right, because if we play that Twitching Doll and it's interacted with, then Marvin's basically worthless. Right. Twitching Doll out. Innkeeper out. Push up the doll to a 3/3. Blocker now. Ooh. That's not bad. Hold reserve. Just hold off. Nice. That's actually gas. Let's push onto the Twitching Doll twice. And now that's a formidable block, right? I don't think anyone's going to be messing with that unless they can exile it. Oh, that's really good. Oh, I'm going to London, bro. Oh, man. Off the top. We want to saddle attack. Push ourselves to 3. Doll. And then we're going to make some spiders. Hello. Oh, I was supposed to do that with the Mimic again. I keep messing that up. Oh. This reeks of desperation. Good game. On the draw, doll in hand. I can keep it. Looking for our third land. Removal, we have some protection. We have that third land. Huh. Brave enough to play it on 2 and have it removed, though. I think so. I mean, what else are we doing? Doesn't look like much. Hey, you leave my play lines out of this. Drawing. And bail. Removal. Beautiful. Yeah, alpha. As foretold. Even more removal, question mark? Must be nice. Okay, that's actually just good. Raw Adelphia. Okay. Does it straight up just become a copy of it right away? That wouldn't be bad. Just gonna take the counters instead. Two counters on it. Four. No, it gets more than that because it's... This is the way. We need to remove something? Yeah, you better. Tough one. I'm gonna take the creeper. And I'm gonna try to one-hit wonder them. It's like, you know, 2020 or something. Hide our protection spell. Okay. Phase 1 complete. Autobots are ready to roll out. Maybe, we'll see. Third land. Liliana, we would force sacrifice Simulacrum. Doesn't really feel like a Liliana, though. Definitely more know where it runs. Ooh, did we just... I'll let them have it. draw. They're tapped. Hmm? Cycle? Keep it. Let's use that mana now. Ooh. We lose the mana as we go to our main phase. That's good removal on their behalf. We do get to a second Tumblewhack faster. That's not bad. Oh, yeah. A little bit of damage. Keep the land in hand as a bluff. Little, I still got cards left in my game plan, right? They've got a thick hand. They don't need to bluff. I know that there's plenty of removal there. But this could be a protection spell like it was before. Right? And if we played the land, they've got the green light. They know that they can just do whatever they want. Hey. Don't appreciate that very much. Unholy Annex. Just as the draw to 8. I think we could still use this Tumblewhack to saddle, and that's going to get us the win here. All right, going first, keeping 7. Land out, Twitching Doll on the horizon. Hey. Protection's gone. Three mana next turn. 2 mana next turn. I'm gonna risk Marvin first and foremost. Yeah, if there is more removal, at least it's not hitting a, a root card. It's a copy card. Oh wow, just laying it in, huh, buddy? Oh, wow. Getting after it, dude. I have my 3rd land. Yesteryear. Play a Liliana. I mean, they've done pretty well for themselves here so far. Impressive. The only way I escape this is with some value generation via a draw. Right? Otherwise, I am just trapped. Oh, okay, they're gonna match me. Dynamics is good. Would have maybe liked to have Marvin in play first so we had an immediate activation on that. This is probably just removal, right? I get it. I get it. definitely maybe should. That's just it for 2. Maybe we should have went for the extra spider. Okay, losing 4. That's so. All right, Snake comes in. Spiders. They've reached, which can stop all this. Do we want to go in with another? It's only 2 extra spiders. I think I'd rather hold up my protection. They're a little bit puzzled, maybe. I mean, they've got damage coming my way, regardless of what I do. I'm gonna force them to take the stand. Then here's the removal, that's fine. Good, but we have another. They don't have an attack, it's just the Annex that gets us. Go. Doll up. Sacrifice the doll. Bunch of spooties. Let's go. Good damage, down to 6. As far as facing off against this mono black deck, which is excelling within, you know, their execution here. Wow. We got 3 land and we're holding up, so that like we're doing really well, even though we're fighting from behind. They might get it. It's gonna be close. I don't know. We'll see. I think we just have enough attackers, don't we? We do. We definitely do. Wow. Mono green. Hello. Going first. Looking for a mulligan. This seems too slow. 1 drop, 2 drop, much better. Land keeps 6, toss the stand. Maybe question could have went, but who can say truly? Only the shuffler. Get that tumblewag out as soon as possible. I see you. LOL. Oakley dokely, the Spooter tree reigns true. A pleasant synergy here when we can make multiple creatures that all capitalize off of the ETB. You know, 6/4/4s is like, what do you do against that, right? And it's not necessarily that out of the way to accomplish, right? Because this is just a mana ramp, right? This is a creature that we would typically play in a deck like this already, as well as the World Tree, right? Like, this is not the first green deck that the tree has been in. It's a fantastic draw engine. And then, you know, if you can make your creatures a little stronger along the way, why not? So honestly, did we maybe overcook it? Sure, right? We honed in on that synergy and went all the way. Could we just focus on this and build a regular green deck around it? Yeah. Will we need to wait for Llanowar Elves? Yeah. And then will we go to London? Absolutely. So I think green's already in a pretty good place. There's so many different ways that you can play it. This being the newest for myself. And, you know, we've seen a lot of new cards come out that are going to support even more mono green archetypes, right? Like, we've got the elves looking really good as well. So looking forward to that. Speaking of elves, you know, we were kind of thinking about them while we built out the deck. Lots of options for us. The Fly Trap we don't get Delirium for very often, so that's kind of a bummer. Thinking about Tyvar, because the tapping for mana would be quite good, that passive ability, as well as the Planeswalker Tyvar, because then we can immediately tap, which is pretty decent. You know, adding red for haste is always an option, right? As a secondary color, we kind of like that. And we focused on that in another deck, the Gruul Spider deck. We didn't have the Tribute to the World Tree in that build, though, so, you know, maybe we can revisit. And then just like the mana ramp, some removal, +1 counters that could be transferred to the Spider from the Beast Caller. I kind of like that quite a bit. The Brawler can accumulate counters. The Command could be pretty decent. Put counters on it, wipe the field, and then tap it, sacrifice to make the Spiders, right? So Gix's Command could be pretty wacky with it, I think, too. So really thinking about adding black, maybe adding red. I don't think we do 3 colors because we really like to build around the tree, but I think we could probably swing a second color. That's all I've got. You know, if you have any ideas, thoughts on the deck, hit me up in the comments below. I'm also available in the Discord. Currently waiting for Foundations to drop on November 5th. Playing Pokemon Pocket while we wait. So, you know, check that content out as well. It's a free-to-play game to help you pass the time, right, on your mobile device. And it actually works pretty good. It feels good. I don't mind it. So, you know, having some fun with that while we wait. But, you know, we're still building the Magic decks and very much looking forward to Foundations. Don't kid yourself. So cheers. Thank you so much. And we'll see you soon in the next.